Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is where you are. Welcome to Your Inbox Last Night. I'm your host, Sam Aracosta, here to help you navigate the email avalanche from over the weekend. Oh boy, was your inbox packed. Saddle up, folks, and let's ride into the highlights from your inbox last night. Remember, links to the newsletters we discuss will be in the show notes. Let's kick things off, as we always do, with popular industry news. First up, Payments Dive Weekender links to their latest deep dive entitled Payments Plays Gather Momentum in 2025, 6 Industry Trends to Watch. The title alone sounds like it was ripped straight from a crystal ball, and you know we're all about those future predictions here. Moving on, Simon Taylor's FinTech Brain Food served up a tasty morsel with the headline, Stablecoins aren't cheaper, they're better. Simon's take? Stablecoins won't immediately reduce costs for U.S. domestic payments, but in the long run, they're building a layer above the existing rails that could eventually drive costs down through sheer competitive force. Long-term plays, folks. It's like planting seeds for a money tree. Over at Glenbrook, their weekend wrap-up was a global smorgasbord. They covered startup Payface in Rio and its focus on payment biometrics, India's bold digital payment strategy designed to challenge Visa and MasterCard, and this one's spicy, the launch of the MasterCard branded crypto credential in the United Arab Emirates and Kazakhstan. MasterCard's not playing small ball here. Now, turning to the section on our favorite Substacks, where the good stuff is always percolating. First up, Jason Mikula's FinTech BusinessWeekly has an in-depth story on how one Synapse Evolve victim managed to get their money back. Jason's been covering the Synapse collapse like a hawk since day one, so if you're following that drama, this is a must-read. Nick Malkovich, This Week in FinTech, dropped his top 10 FinTech exits of 2024. Spoiler alert, to even crack the list, you had to either get acquired or go public at a valuation north of $2.45 billion. It's a high bar, and honestly, I'm just here to see who made the cut. Superhuman delivered 2 newsletters this weekend. Sahin has the coolest content. The first email dives into AI automation in the pet care space, and we know how lucrative that vertical is. And the second covers the most fascinating scientific discoveries of the week. The highlight? A chicken-sized dinosaur from North America dating back 230 million years. Folks, we've officially got Jurassic Park prequels in the making. And Sam Bobeb's FinTech Wrap-Up Substack took a deep dive into Ledger, Stripe's system for tracking and validating money movement. It's their big infrastructure play, and if you're a payments geek like me, you'll appreciate the inside info. The Substack Popular FinTech followed up on American Express's growth aspirations. Last year, Amex forecasted 10% growth. The author breaks down whether or not they're actually going to hit that goal. It's a fascinating look at strategy versus reality. The Finetechtris Substack shared a playbook for founders on how to leverage accelerators effectively. It's one to bookmark or forward to that ambitious founder friend we all have. And finally, the Cashless Substack rounded up the top FinTech reports of 2024. Rich Turin's take on this is as insightful as ever. Meanwhile, Stanley Epstein's Stanley's Musings gave us a forward-looking piece on how smart contracts and blockchain will revolutionize banking. Honestly, it's the kind of thing that makes you want to stay ahead of the curve.
Well, Sam, I may or may not be coming to you from underneath an undisclosed blackjack table of questionable whereabouts in Vegas. I missed Friday's show because I was out here slinking around CES. That's the Consumer Electronics Show for the noobs. Not sure why, but I'm still here. The payments industry gossip never sleeps, you know what I mean? Okay, so first up, Disney. Oh, darn, this one's rich. Turns out the Mouse House is cozying up to marketers with some fancy AI-driven tools on its streaming services. Picture this. Disney is sitting there with a treasure trove of data on us, what we watch, when we watch, and how many times we cry during the circle of life. Now, they're using AI to serve up ad opportunities so personalized You'd think Mickey Mouse himself was reading your diary. But here's the kicker. Y'all remember the glory days when streaming was just about subscriptions? Well, the aftermath of the pandemic put an end to that. By the summer of 2022, companies relying on card on-file payments got walloped with card declines like a bad case of hiccups, and most of them were clueless about how to fix it. You may remember Payometry put out a white paper predicting that would happen. Well, if you haven't seen it, leave a comment in the show notes, and I'm sure somebody will get it to you. In any case, once these subscription companies bled out customers after the pandemic, they had to add another revenue stream to the service. And well, here we are. Now let's talk Amazon. Amazon wants you to add to cart. A Hyundai? Bless their hearts, they've gone and done it again. This time, they're sidling into the auto market. After opening the auto marketplace on Amazon last week, Hyundai's running an add to cart campaign where you can shop for cars on Amazon like you're picking out a toaster. Cute, right? But here's the thing. Amazon ain't just dabbling in cars. Oh no, sugar. This is Amazon staking a claim in payments on wheels. Think about it. By injecting their platform into auto shopping, they're setting themselves up to handle process payments related to the sale. And they also get all those juicy upsells, insurance, warranties, roadside churros, you name it. It's like when Alexa and Google Home were supposed to revolutionize voice commerce, but nobody could actually break through because the tech giants owned the payment. Amazon has got payments locked down tighter than grandma's secret biscuit recipe. What a time to be alive. Well, I'm going to get myself out of Sin City, and I'll catch y'all next time. For your inbox last night, I'm Mr. X.
That's a wrap for our Monday episode of Your Inbox Last Night. Don't forget to share this link with your friends if you enjoy the ride. Next week, we'll tell you how to get the audio of Your Inbox Last Night sent to you directly every workday. Stay curious, stay caffeinated, and most importantly,